Nyctography, Episode 22, The Glitch That Built an Empire, GTA's Accidental Origin. In the mid-1990s, a small Scottish development studio called DMA Design was working on a top-down game with a simple premise. You play a getaway driver racing across a city while police cars chase you. It was called Race and Chase. The goal, as originally designed, was straightforward. Outrun the cops, win the race, nothing more complicated than that. Then a bug showed up in the police AI. Instead of chasing the player with any kind of restrained, realistic driving behavior, the police cars became relentlessly, chaotically aggressive, ramming the player's vehicle, piling into each other, careening through the city with a kind of unhinged intensity nobody on the development team had actually programmed. It wasn't supposed to work that way at all. By every normal standard of game development, it was a defect that needed fixing. Here's the part of this story that actually matters. When the development team played the broken version, they found it was more fun than the game they'd originally set out to build. The chaos wasn't a problem to solve, it was the whole appeal. Instead of patching the bug out, the team made a decision that would end up defining an entire genre of video games for the next 3 decades. They rebuilt the game around the chaos. The racing objective faded into the background. The cops and robbers chase became the actual point. The freedom to cause mayhem in a city that reacted to you unpredictably in real time, that became the product. What had started as Race and Chase was reworked, renamed and released in 1997 as Grand Theft Auto. It's worth sitting with how different gaming history could have looked if that bug had simply been fixed the ordinary way, the way most bugs are. There's a real chance the open-world crime genre, the entire foundation that GTA and countless games it went on to influence is built on, might never have existed in anything like its current form. An entire multi-billion-dollar franchise, one that's now sold hundreds of millions of copies across multiple console generations, traces its actual creative DNA back to a mistake nobody intended to make, that a small team in Scotland decided to keep instead of erase. There's a strange thread connecting that original accident all the way to the game coming later this year. GTA 6's marketing has leaned heavily into showcasing its police AI specifically. Adaptive systems that reportedly study a player's driving style and weapon use, predictive roadblocks, escalating responses depending on how a chase unfolds. Nearly 30 years later, Rockstar is still building its flagship franchise around the same core idea that a broken piece of code accidentally stumbled onto back in the mid-1990s. That chaotic, unpredictable police behavior isn't a flaw to be minimized. It's the actual engine the whole experience runs on. Every time you get chased across a fictional city in a Grand Theft Auto game, every roadblock, every reckless pursuit, every moment the AI does something a little too aggressive, and it somehow makes the moment better instead of worse. You're playing inside a design philosophy that was never actually designed. It was discovered by accident, by a small team who had the good sense to notice when their mistake was better than their plan. Next time, another file, another name worth remembering.